rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Our graduates and our new citizens will lead us in the pledge tonight. Please continue to stand for the National Anthem. We have East Hartford High School student Clarice Shear who will sing the anthem for us tonight. Commencement Ceremony. It feels amazing to be back in person with all of you after what we have gone through over the past 2.5 years. We have many dignitaries in our audience tonight, and I would like to thank each of them for attending tonight. I would like to thank first our Superintendent, Nathan Cornell, thank you, as well as our Deputy Superintendent, Anne Marie Mancini. We also have the Chairperson of the Board of Education, Tyron Harris, with us. I know Valerie Shear is somewhere in the audience as a proud mama, so thank you, Valerie, for being here. We also have Mr. Harry Madison with us, Mr. John Murphy, sorry, Mr. Alyssa Roberts. And I also want to thank all of our adult education staff members for all their impressive work over the past 2.5 years. It has not been easy, but you have done an amazing job supporting our students and each other. So can I have a round of applause for our East Hartford staff? As always, we always celebrate our successes at graduation, and we had quite a few this year. In August of 2021, our program facilitator, John Bergman, was given the Award for Excellence from Pro Literacy. This national award is given to one adult education staff member from across the country. Our team nominated John for all the tremendous hard work with our students and staff. He provided devices to students and trained our staff in how to use Zoom and Google. Thanks to John's efforts, we were able to run synchronous remote classes within 2 weeks of our school's closing in March of 2020. John will be honored at the National Pro Literacy Conference in the fall. Thank you, John. March, one of our 2021 graduates, Phyllis Dorman, was named the Learner of the Year by the Connecticut Association for Adult and Continuing Education. Phyllis worked hard during her 4 years with our program and recently completed her ServSafe certification. And tonight, we are honoring 7 brand new U.S. citizens who originally hail from the Dominican Republic, Peru, Colombia, Ghana, Jamaica, and Vietnam. We are also celebrating our graduates, and we have 6 GED graduates, 8 NADP graduates, and 6 Credit Diploma graduates. Despite the normal barriers of childcare, transportation, and working full-time, these students earned their high school diplomas in the middle of the pandemic. Kudos to all of you. This past school year, we were very excited to start a brand new class called Second Chances. This class focused on giving justice-involved individuals and recently incarcerated individuals the opportunity to earn a high school diploma while also earning the life skills they need to be successful members of our community. I would like to thank Ms. Carol Enos for all her hard work as coordinator of this new program. Thank you, Carol. East Hartford has a strong reputation as a welcoming community to all. Just in our adult education program, we have students from 30 different countries representing 5 continents. We were so fortunate to welcome 2 families from Afghanistan into our program this past year. Even after all they have been through, the adults and children have such positive attitudes that it really makes you think about what is most important in life. Education is one of those things. And as our graduates move through life, I hope they realize that their learning is just beginning. Thank you. And at this time, I would like to welcome our Board of Education Chairperson, Mr. Tyron Harris.
So I am honored to be here this evening to celebrate the achievements of the East Hartford Public Schools Adult Continuing Education Program. This outstanding achievement requires discipline, commitment, and courage. All 3 principles have empowered everyone that participated in this program, and on this evening, we celebrate your journey and your accomplishments. I understand your discipline, commitment, and courage to get to this point tonight. My mother got pregnant with me when she was 15 and had to drop out of high school to raise me, and she was sitting in your seat in this very building several years ago. I watched my mother's discipline to go to night classes after a hard day of work at the Hartford Current, or have a rough day being a single black mother raising a young black man in America. I watched my mother commitment for 18 years to miss PTO meetings, family vacations with her and me, and overtime from work to provide for me to complete the required homework assignments when there were other things that she could have or wanted to do instead of studying and completing tasks. I watched my mother's courage to take the next steps to acquire necessary education to move forward with her own personal and professional goals. When I look back over my 37 years of life, those 3 principles made me into the man I am today. Whatever good I am, all the good in me people speak of is because of my mother. You can use those same 3 principles as you move forward in your journey. Remember, commitment is taking ownership and responsibility. Doing what you don't want to do or really feel like doing, but know you must. Remember, discipline helps you to achieve the success that you want in life. A disciplined person isn't formed overnight. It requires considerable amount of effort and motivation to become a better person than you were yesterday. And finally, to make the change, we must all have courage. The courage to imagine something new, the courage to act, and the courage to persist through setbacks in life. I am honored and flattered to have been asked to speak tonight to share my journey as a witness of what tonight means for many of you. Tonight, I am honored to say my fellow board members, Patrick Biggins, Dr. Annabelle Diaz-Santiago, Vanessa Jenkins, John Pereira, Marilyn Pett, Doris Roberts, Valerie Shear, Stephanie Watkins, and I are proud of everyone here for all you have accomplished and excited for what you all do in the future. And today, you officially graduate. So congratulations. And thank you for inviting me to step out of my comfort zone tonight to celebrate you. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harris, for those inspirational words. And now I would like to welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Nathan Cornell.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's great to see you, great to be here. Great always to have an opportunity to celebrate success. And before we get started, I really want to thank our faculty that's sitting behind me. I want to thank our faculty, Ms. Enos, for all your hard work to bring us to moments like this. Thank you for the investment you've made in each other. Thank you for the investment you've made in our kids and your commitment to East Hartford Public Schools. Thank you all very much. I also want to say how inspiring it was to listen to Chairman Harris talk about his story and to hear that story. Those are the stories that bring us together. I also want to recognize our moms and dads and aunts and uncles and spouses and kids and the great crowd that we have here tonight to celebrate with us. This has been your support group. This has been your inspiration. This has been your motivator. This has been your alarm clock. This has been your phone call that don't give up. And I have those folks in my life too that motivate me for that. And I would say, as I would say to them, we are really grateful for you. And the success we're having here today is success that you've prayed for, that you've believed in, that you've worked towards, and tonight we should enjoy it. But like all successes, these are moments, and we still need you. So keep at it and keep with us. And tonight I want to speak directly to you as graduates. That's pretty cool, as graduates. I thought tonight about what I was going to say, and I thought about the power of the word graduate. That is something that you've earned. That is something that you've worked for. That is something you saw value to come back to a place where maybe wasn't so positive. That's pretty awesome. And I hope each of you feel that power of success, knowing that you did this. Your work, your choices, your willingness to struggle, your refusal to give in and to give up brought you this. And for that, a huge, huge, huge congratulations. We are so proud of you. And tonight's a great moment. Tonight is a great mountain that you've climbed. When we climb mountains, we look behind us at what's behind. We appreciate the struggle. We appreciate the victory. But tonight we also look ahead. And tonight we look ahead to what's next. What's next for us in terms of our jobs? What's next for those of us who are taking care of families? And we realize that there's still ways to climb. Don't be afraid of the climb. Embrace the climb. The success that you're having at this peak of elevation is a success that you're going to continue to have. So thank you very much, students, graduates, no longer students, graduates, for what you've put in here. You've earned this walk, and you've earned this tassel flip that you're about to do, and you should enjoy every second, every minute, and all of it. I also really want to thank Dr. Mangiafico. Dr. Mangiafico has left an indelible mark on adult ed. And I can't remember how many years ago we hired Dr. Mangiafico. I've lost complete track of time in my life. Ms. Enos is giving me the 7 sign, or she's telling me to go off the stage. It's one of the two. The 8 sign, who knows? I always feel like in life we want to look at people and we want to notice people who've made a change. And Tony, you've been one of those people who've made a change here. And I've been grateful to know you. You're a special man, you're a great father, and you've been an incredible colleague. So I really want to thank you for everything you've done here. And tonight, some of the celebration we have here is due to your work, so thank you all very much. So congratulations, enjoy tonight, and thank you for letting me be here with you. Thank you all.
We have a special speaker tonight out of our graduates, one of our credit diploma graduates, Alyssa Roberts, has a prepared speech for us. Alyssa, come on up.
Hello everyone, my name is Alyssa Roberts, and I believe I was chosen to do the speech because I have proven to be an excellent candidate that can live up to any other responsibilities. I am very happy to be speaking to you tonight, not only because I love the sound of my own voice, which of course I do, but also I get to see all of your wonderful faces faces, shining with creativity and potential. Tonight we became graduates. We finally accomplished one of the greatest milestones of our lives. This is a major step in the journey of life, one that should be recognized for its immense significance. A high school diploma is a wonderful tool in this world, and it opens up many opportunities for anyone who is lucky enough to have one. We have all worked for this stage, and our hard work has finally paid off. To quote Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change your world. Education is an investment for empowering individuals to reach their full potential and to make their own positive impact on the world. Whatever our interests are, we have potentially devoted ourselves to them. In the midst, we have become entrepreneurs, artists, engineers, and more. I love how devoted we all were to discover our passions and how they grew and seed. I want you all to know that graduation is not an end goal, but instead it is a part of a larger journey of life. Life is a journey, and of all accomplishments we achieve during its course should be taken as starting points for further achievements. As I said before, life is a journey, and we don't stop growing once we get our diplomas. Life is about growing, and being in these programs give each of us new opportunities to continue learning new skills that we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. I would like to thank my fellow graduates and all of the teachers, friends, and family. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. Before we get to our graduates, I know you're very anxious, East Hartford Adult Ed also had a couple of other significant achievements, which I'm happy to brag about tonight. Our principal, Dr. Mangiafico, was named Connecticut Association for Adult and Continuing Education, long title, Leader of the Year. But wait, also, hold your applause, there's more. He was also named the National Administrator of the Year by the Coalition of Adult Basic Learning. That is two major in 1 year, Dr. Mangiafico. You are really showing us off. So now the good part. Will our GED and credit diploma graduates please stand up? I was dreading when I'm going to say that. Our representative, our GED graduates tonight. Come to the top of the stage, Valentina. We have Valentina Maria. She started classes with us in the summer of 2019, and ever since then, John has told her she is laser focused on her path to completing her GED. She finished all 4 of her tests in February, and since then, she's already enrolled in Manchester Community College for the Office Medical Assistant program. It's very impressive. Congratulations. A few of my credit diplomas here this evening. First up, we have Diaja Flowers. I'll say a little something there. They all get very nervous when I'm going set. She actually just joined our program this year. She is made for the credit diploma program because she only had a couple of credits left for anyone else in the crowd who's just nearly graduated. She came in and absolutely flew through our program with flying colors. We've been talking already about getting her enrolled at Capital for our CNA program on baby criminal justice. She can't really make her mind. But she is just flying through things, and we're so happy she came to us to finish this off. Congratulations. Tyron Gonzalez, where are you? She started in the fall of 2020, and some of the most impressive things about her is always returning my phone calls when she will never avoid me. But she has gone through these classes one at a time without stopping, and even in the process managed now, has her 7-month-old, didn't stop a lick, kept going through, finished her classes. She was determined to graduate this year. It is wildly impressive, and I know if I didn't mention she also has an 8-year-old, he would be very upset. Congratulations. Lopez has been one of my buddies over the past few years. Louis came to us because it has been a long dream of his just to finish his high school diploma. He didn't need to. He's got his full-time job, he's got his family, but it's just been something he wanted to prove to his kids, to his friends, to me, that age just didn't mean anything. He's going to finish. It's something he wanted to do, and he's been powering through it. And I have to send a special shout out to his daughters, because without them, I think he probably would have maybe taken a couple more years, and they've been pushing him as much as I have. But he proved it to all of us. The age doesn't mean anything. He wanted to do this, and he did it. So congratulations, Louis. You really got it. Similarly, we have Robert Ouellette, who is one of my first students when I started here 7 years ago. Robert, like all of us, have been balancing work, balancing family life, balancing pandemic life, on top of coming back to school. And like many of our graduates and students, sometimes you have to take a break and then you come back. But the important thing is, Robert kept coming back. And he's earned this more than almost any of our students, almost. But I've known this man for a long time. I'm really proud of the fact that he stuck with it, and he's here. Congratulations. Last but not least, our speaker, Alyssa Roberts, who is one of just 3 of the Roberts triplets that came to us a few years ago, the bravest of the 3, because she's actually standing up here tonight. But she has been, and her sisters, but you have been our hardest working student. You have been powering through this. Every single time the state put in a change to graduation requirements, she didn't flinch. She just added it onto the pile, worked through it, working full time, and just doing everything you would expect a student to do. She's been so impressive. We're very, very proud of your sisters too, of you right now, of course. Congratulations. Next, I would like to invite up Lisa McCarthy, our lead NEDP assessor.
Good evening. Can you hear me? It is my great pleasure to award diplomas to our 50 graduates. NEDP is a high school diploma completion program. It requires a wide hard work and self-determination. And here. That way down. Yeah.
No, actually, I'm shorter. There we go. Hello, everybody. My name is Lauren, and I was our first graduate to the stages for NEDP. Karen Avery's assessor. What can I say about Karen? Karen is amazing. She was actually my first client as an assessor, and you can tell that Karen is an amazing mother because her patience with me when she would ask me questions, and I would get out my big, huge NEDP binder, and I would find the answer for her. So this was a journey for both of us. Karen's goal was to graduate in a year, and we got her official portfolio review, all set graduate, one day before her year anniversary. So Karen officially graduated under a year, and now she is enrolled in real estate licensing classes. I could not be prouder.
Can we have all the NADP graduates line up the stairs,
Good evening, friends and family of our 2022 graduates. On behalf of my clients, I want to thank all of you for your support as you played a very vital role in our graduate success. We really appreciate it. I have the privilege tonight of introducing two remarkable ladies. They come from very different backgrounds, but are very similar in their work ethic, demeanor, and perseverance, especially perseverance. Since the NADP program requires our clients' work to be 100% accurate, a client may have to redo items several times in order to achieve success. And that was indeed the case for these graduates. But neither of them gave up, got frustrated, or said they wanted to quit. Instead, they asked for help from our wonderful staff and from family members and continued their quest for a diploma. Both of them were often the two top clients logging in the most time on our task hours logs. And both ladies attended every scheduled Zoom session for over a year. Amazing. In the end, they realized that although the program was challenging, their sense of accomplishment was very much worth it. It is my pleasure to first introduce Abir Iqbal. Here tonight with Abir. Abir was born in Algeria. When she was about 10 years old, she moved to Toronto, Canada. There she met and eventually married Jafar. They moved to Connecticut and started a family. Here tonight with Abir are her proud sons. Could you please stand when I say your names? Nadal, Ramsey, and Mohammed. Thank you guys, and now I get to see you in person. Abir plans to pursue a career as either a pharmacy technician, phlebotomist, or a medical assistant. Please join me in congratulating Abir. Okay, my next client was Anne-Marie Hill. Anne-Marie was born in Jamaica, came to the United States 16 years ago. Despite some challenges along the way, Anne-Marie never lost sight of her goal to receive a diploma from the NADP program, even though she often works 50 to 60 hours a week. Anne-Marie always found the time and energy to complete her assigned work for each competency. She has 3 children, a son Jamil, who is unable to attend this evening, and 2 daughters, and I'd like to ask you also to stand, Stacy and Caitlin. Go, Mommy! They are all very proud of their mom's efforts and her accomplishments. In addition to her children, Anne-Marie's parents are here, Gilbert and Adina Wright. Would you please stand? With some experience and additional training, she plans to pursue her broker's license too. Let's all congratulate Anne Marie with a nice round of applause. Our next graduate is Sonia Cruz. Sonia began the program before her quit. Throughout the pandemic, she was extremely involved in the community, working with families, homeless, delivering food and sharing resources. In recent months, she stepped it up and decided she was going to get her diploma. She is planning to attend college and pursue a career as a case manager or possibly social worker. We wish you the very best. Mr. Raimi Saida, he's joining us next as a graduate. He was born in Togo, West Africa. He immigrated to the United States and became a naturalized citizen. He and his wife live here with their 4 children. And Raimi currently works for an aerospace agency and plans to continue his education in the future. Yadi Villa grew up in California. She came to visit her mom in Connecticut and never left. She worked hard and she was very persistent. One of the things that was interesting was in one of the competencies, students have to do a community project. So Yadi worked at Food Share and loved it, so she plans to continue doing that in the future. She also has completed a real estate class and will be taking her state test in a couple of weeks. Very exciting. I wish you the best.
At the age of 18, Elizabeth Serrano put school aside when she had her first baby, and for the last 30+ years, she has prioritized motherhood, raising 4 wonderful and bright daughters. For the last 25 years, she has been a valued staff at Connecticut Children's, serving as a Spanish medical interpreter and culture mediator. This past year, Elizabeth decided to pursue her dream of finally earning a high school diploma. Despite multiple personal obstacles that came up this year, Elizabeth worked hard to complete the NADP program, putting in countless late nights, really late, like 11 o'clock. Somehow we stayed awake. Now with a diploma in hand, Lizzie plans to attend college and become a pediatric nurse.
All right, thank you, Doug, Lise, and NADP team for all those diplomas. Next, we will present our Citizenship Certificates. I'll call Ms. Kathy Ladd in a minute. I just want to say, citizens, congratulations. And for those of you that don't know, both of my parents are immigrants, and my dad became a citizen in his 20s, and my mom just became a citizen about 3 years ago. And when she became a citizen, Ms. Kathy Ladd actually came to the ceremony as well with flowers. So I just wanted to thank her for that and congratulate you. And now I will bring back Ms. Kathy Ladd.
Again, I would like to welcome all honored guests, graduates, new citizens, family, and friends. I've had the distinct privilege of working with our new citizens on their path to naturalization. And again, it really has been a privilege for me to do this. During our study of United States history in citizenship class, we talk at length about Native Americans, those who were here long before the arrival of any colonists. As our study progresses, we discuss what it means to be a United States citizen, about the rights and responsibilities that come with this title. We talk about the rights of all citizens, described by Thomas Jefferson in his Declaration of Independence: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We continue by talking about the rights that Congress thought necessary to be inscribed in the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. Rights like freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, and so on. Just recently, though, I came across an article. It is very short, and I would like to share it with you. Written on a social media platform called Call to Change, it states, and I quote, "The single biggest thing I learned was from an indigenous elder of the Cherokee descent tribe, Stan Rushworth, who reminded me of the difference between a Western settler mindset of," and I quote, "I have rights," and an indigenous mindset of, "I have obligations." Instead of thinking that I am born with rights, I choose to think that I am born with obligations to serve past, present, and future generations and the planet herself. During the time in which we find ourselves, old and new citizens alike, I cannot think of more important words. I have had so many emotional discussions with my students about their journey to become American citizens. We have discussed the rights that come with being an American citizen, but we have also discussed the responsibilities that come with naturalization that so many people around the world come here to attain. As citizens, the people you will see cross the stage tonight know too well how important these responsibilities, these obligations are. They will vote, one of our most important responsibilities, and they will be heard. And I am confident that they will continue with the Cherokee wisdom of Stan Rushworth. We must all join together and look to our past, look to the present generation of children, and look to future generations, and serve these generations by not only thinking about our rights, but the obligations to make our nation better for all. I am confident the new citizens you will see walk across the stage will do just that. I have learned from them, and I hope they learn from me. I am proud to call them fellow United States citizens, and now I'd like to call you all to the stage. First, from Vietnam, Dinh Dun Dong. From Ghana, Estadobe. From Colombia, Clara Puccini. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, for those certificates, and thank you to all of our new citizens. Well deserved. Well, graduates, congratulations. Before we conclude tonight, I would like to remind all of our students and guests this evening that we will have a reception in the cafeteria right after the ceremony here. We'll have some light refreshments and snacks. Our graduates will march right into the cafeteria, and family and guests, you can meet them for pictures. At this time, graduates, please rise. Please move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulating Louise Hartford of Education Class of 2022. Thank you and good night.
Change it.